Okay, what's up, guys? This is nothing super fancy. We are on day, let me see, today is the 4th. No, today is the 3rd, and Sloan arrived. No, what's today? Hold on one sec. Hey, what's today's date? The 3rd? Okay. Today is the 3rd. Watch your tail, bud. Hold on one sec. Morning. Watch your tail. Today is the 3rd, and Sloan arrived on Sunday, I believe. So we've had a little bit of practice. We've gotten over the aggression. What's up, guys? What I just want to do is I just want to show you this, because now we still have the fear, but it's starting to become more routine. Come on, Sloan. Good job. Like, this would have taken a really long time. Good job. Come on. I was able to clean the eye boogers. Good job. This is actually the best I've actually seen. A little bit of a tail wag. Still nervous. I can spatial pressure without a bite. Sit. Very good. I can go ahead and I can walk around. If she's going to get up, I don't care about that right now. But I can avoid her jumping into that. So I can ask her to sit again. Sloan, sit. So you can still see this fear. The reason I'm recording this, nope, sit, is because I want you, good job, nope, sit. I want you to see the nervousness in the dog now, because it's really, really beginning. I used to not even be able to do this to clip. Like, that would have been a bite. You can still see the fear. So the aggression is not really there anymore. We're not doing anything fancy. We do this, good job, when we go for a walk. What we're going to do upstairs is just some basic leash pressure stuff going on in place. Sloan is still not accepting food. In a way, I'm sure if we put the food in a food bowl and we left him to it, he would eat it, but he has food possessive issues. Really, really hardcore. So we're only feeding him where food comes from our hands. We generally do that anyway. But even if I slip food in a crate, a couple of kibble, and leave him overnight, he's only eaten about once or twice, 2 times since he's been with us. So that's a little bit normal for a dog that's this fearful. But we know that we're always giving the dog opportunities to eat that come from us. So when he's actually hungry, he will come around and eat. Everything else is just fun, just kind of walking him through stuff. And just, this is really important, having it just be life. So when I say having it just be life, this is routine. When you get out of the crate, you get leashed by me. I'm the one that brings you out for the walk. You go to the bathroom with me. I'm the one that places you. I'm the one that has you hang out. So you start loosening up and going, okay, this is not that bad. The first couple days, we needed a tennis racket just to get a slip lead over the dog, because we couldn't even get a prong on or even clip the leash. Like, our hand going there would result in a freak out and a bite, right? So this is a very, very super fearful, aggressive dog. The reason I recorded this is because we didn't record so much of the stuff in the beginning. We have a little bit of it, but I want you guys to be able to see the progress. So I might start doing some of this every other day so you can see how she starts coming out. Now, this is the thing. You have to know what your 100% is. So, and know what's gonna create pressure and what's gonna create relief for a dog. What's gonna be stressful, what's gonna be not stressful. As much as I want to be able to work with more positive reinforcement, as much as I want to be able to work more with her meals and his food, he's not a dog that's accepting food. He's just not. He's also not a dog that is super accepting of any form of spatial pressure, even on the side. Even if I'm going to reach in to give him food, that will result in a bite. So instead of putting that type of pressure, that doesn't mean that I want to avoid that totally. I still want to have that be my go-to, but we have to have just regular negative reinforcement, pressure release stuff throughout life. Learning how to go on, no big deal, just travel through on life. Have that be less confrontational so the dog can be successful with that form of reinforcement before we start to have him really accepting food. Then I can start to use the food to benefit me. But right now, trying to force food is way more pressure than this dog needs. So I want to reduce that. So I know that right now avoiding that is kind of the way to go. And I give him a little opportunities. He's coming around where my hand can't come around to him. But some of the regular stuff we've been doing, I'll post about this, I couldn't even touch him before. So the way I would have to do it would be, I would get this, and then it would be, nope, hold on one sec. This is an extra long leash, so let me bring this around. Come here, you. I would get a sit out of him, and then I would, nope, I would good boy him, and I would actually pet him this way. The first couple times he got touched, or even me moving toward him, was a total freak out. So we got to that point, and then we got to the point where I could say, good job, and I could do a little bit of this, and that was it, and then we go on to the walk. Because usually that would have been a bite or a growl and just craziness. So this is just a little bit of progress. We did get some of that stuff, so I'm sure there'll be a YouTube video about it. But we didn't shoot any of that stuff live, unfortunately, which I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. It's just sometimes when you have a dog that is that extreme, the last thing on your mind is get the camera. You're just making sure everybody's safe, and you're making sure that you can have any interaction with the dog be as beneficial as possible. So that's pretty much it. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to go upstairs and do some work. No, probably not. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of fear. He's probably a fearful, insecure dog. More so just in general, one of those dogs. And then the way they were nurturing it and consoling it, just build and build and build. And there was growling that was promoted. Certain things worked. He wasn't pressured in certain ways that he could have benefited from being pressured early on. And now that type of pressure is like really extreme for him. Like simple stuff like just me walking toward him, not even addressing him to go get a clipboard. So we're finding ways to kind of challenge and pressure without doing it too much, but also doing it as it's necessary. And just really working him and getting him to realize that his choices matter. That's really important. So you can see the pant is going. We got nice. I was able to clean his eye boogers. Now we're just going to head out for a little walk. We're going to go upstairs and just get into some basic stuff. I just want him to get comfortable with going in and out of the crate. Eventually, that's how he's going to be eating. We're going to get specific positions out of him, and he just is going to start to learn to accept food from our hand. We're not going to do anything with treadmill work with him because he's too afraid right now, but we will be treadmilling him. It's just right now introducing him to the treadmill is not beneficial. Some dogs introducing him to it right away is beneficial. So you have to know when to start certain things and when not to do it. Food is going to be very beneficial in his program. Right now, it is not beneficial at all. It is not even worth me trying throughout certain situations, only about twice a day when I'm tossing him some food, or maybe trying to see if he's curious to smell. If he doesn't want it, it's no big deal. Okay, you're not accepting food, the food doesn't come out. The food will come out again later on in the evening, right? So we're working the dog without the food because he's choosing not to accept it. Eventually that will change. So that's it. It's like right now, positive reinforcement, I can't do that with praise. Praise scares him. The type of praise from a stranger, petting is too much for him, all that stuff. So we're doing everything really slow and just teaching him negative reinforcement stuff, which has made a very big difference in his demeanor so far. So we'll keep you guys posted, all right? Later.